Good morning, y'all. There was no entry into my thing this morning because I was experimenting with StreamYard and completely forgot to add my entry back into the. So there you go. Anyway, so I don't know what's fermenting as we speak. Good morning, everybody. It's foodie time. Um, I'm a little bit off my game this morning, but we will get started, okay? First of all, welcome to Foodie Time. This is a connect and grow chat. We like to help other creators in their YouTube journey by connecting with them and allowing them to connect with us. You can do that by typing GROW and it will show your link. Nightbot will show your link. Also, if you're here for the replay, be sure and leave a comment so we know that you're here. If you're here for the live, welcome. Hi. Hey, I've got a new background today. As you can tell, over in the region over this way, I still need to add in some more green poster because, as my grandson says, there's a hole. He's funny. But anyway, so what y'all doing today? I've been watching all the crazy videos about Carnival, and it's so funny because I have no Carnival status, but I do really, really want to know more about the casino rewards because I do plan to play in the casino when we go on the Unhinged cruise on Valentine's Day. Speaking of group cruises, the Unhinged cruise is a group cruise. We'll get to that in a minute. Speaking of that, Julie of How We Cruise was in Go Live Together today. Julie, and I mentioned that she has an upcoming cruise day because they are the first group cruise on our list. Okay, that's coming up. It's coming up right after Danny's meetup here. Danny has a meetup on the 27th, the same day I cruise out. Okay, but here it is. Howie Cruises Carnival Sunrise Group Cruise, July 12th. The first cruise on our group cruise list. So excited that we have a group that's going to have a cruise day coming up really quick here, y'all. We're almost at the end of the month. I can't believe it. It's like, what happened to June? The summer is rolling by. It's hotter than heck. Oh man, holy hot Jersey, Julie. I was teasing her because 100 degrees in Jersey is really hot. Hot up in the east, some reason up in the East Coast, when it's hot, it is so hot. So anyway, just wanted to let y'all know some things going on today. I sent out a shipmate invite to several people. Obviously, too many people because it just spun for 30 minutes. I mean, it was in Messenger and it just spun and spun and spun. So if I did not send you a shipmate invite and you're here in this in this chat and you're a cruiser, it's because I did it wrong. I guess I didn't know shipmate was that hard to share. So there you go. So just let me know because I want to add all the people in the chat to shipmate notice that I do. Well, there you go. So don't try. Uh-oh. Sorry, you guys. I think I may be having some internet problems. Hope not, but it did seem to buffer a little bit. I don't know. And when it rains and pours, as far as my technical difficulties. But anyway, let's go and say hello in the chat, y'all. Got quite a few people. Need to get started. OMG. First in the chat is Scott Smith. Good morning, Foodie, driving and listening. Hi, Scott. You are the other Scott, or he is the other Scott. Any case, we may be Scott compliant today. We'll see how many Scotts we have in the chat today. Welcome, Scott. Travel with Josiane. Hey, everybody. Josiane back from her trip. Anyone using CapCut, are you going to stop? I think I'm going to use InShot. What happened with CapCut? Anybody using here? And the second part. I don't know what happened with CapCut. You're gonna have to let us know because I don't even know. So, good morning, Texas Cruiser Rick. We are having internet problems. The reason I know this, y'all, is because I'm getting the buffer plus. There's only a little bitty tick left on my, it's showing me how much internet I don't have. So there you go. So I'm sorry. I may have to, if it keeps doing that, I may have to go out and come back in because we don't want that to happen, y'all. We don't want to just all of a sudden disappear. Anyway, my poor dog, Juan, is having Conehead Day, the big cone. He's going to be on a cone for 2 weeks. You know, that's hard for a puppy, okay? He's a big puppy, but it's hard for him. He's having such a hard time. Usually so active stuff. The only Yeah, you guys, it looks like I'm having a buffering problem here. So hold on for a second. I'm going to try and redo this. Okay, that's not going to happen. Look, that's not going to happen. Maybe if I refresh. No, it's not going to happen either. Psh. Anyway, we'll try to continue on. If it gets really bad, let me know. I'm going to go to the very bottom and see what you guys are saying. Is anybody noticing the buffering? I haven't said anything. That's interesting. Okay, maybe it's just showing on my side. I don't know. Yeah. Only problem with going live is when you're having trouble going live. I missed lurking. Hi, Ryan. Ryan, you and your funny pun, man, that was bad. Weddington. But I did laugh, I won't lie. T and John's Journeys. Hey guys, it's Taco Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday and Foodie Time. Good morning. Then welcome NT. I'm so glad to see you. Adventures with Uncle Dave. Hey man, welcome in. Hey y'all, I'm here. We can start now. Yeah, like I said, having some internet problems, but we will get through. Here we are. We've started. Hi, Uncle Dave. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, Danny. Hey, whoops. Clicked wrong again, y'all. Show. I'm clicking and it's not showing. Okay, Danny, how are you doing? I saw you several times this last couple days. Girl, you're in everybody's chat. Welcome into Danny's getting short too. In July, she has a meetup. Good morning. Happy National Patch Day. Good morning, Life with Tanisha. Thank you for bringing in the information. Happy National Day. Seemed to be a little bit of a productivity. Tuesday. Oh, well, Tanisha, thank you so much for the info. Scott, controversial cruising. It's foodie time. It is. Actually, it was 1 minute past time when I came in. So there you go. But welcome. And it was so funny because I had Jeremy and Cheryl on the other side on my phone, and I heard them saying, that you need to hit the line, add it in. Anyway, what's up, Scott? Okay, everybody saying, oh, there's Jan from JJ's Adventures. Good morning, Vicki, bringing in the red Thank you, sweetie. Never. Don't really know. Have never been to Spain. Oh, there's a song, but I've never been to Spain, right? Isn't there a song like that called I've never dun, 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 dun. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, eventually Uncle Dave says, "Hey Rick, sorry I missed your live. I'll be sure to get to the next one." Yeah, I hit the end of it too, and it was crazy because I remember him saying he had a live, but crazy me, I forgot to write it down. And if I don't write something down, better be a notification coming to me because it's just not going to happen. And then I did get a notification right before it ended. Okay, so I had to go back and watch the replay. There you go. There you go. Mona, good morning, Mona, good morning, Vicky in chat. Welcome in, my friend. And like I said, I sent out a bunch of invites to my shipmate, and I really don't know how to use it that well yet, but I sent out a bunch of invitations, and I found out maybe I should have only sent them 2 or 3 at a time because that thing just spun and spun and spun. And now I don't know who actually got the invitation and who didn't. So there you go. Okay, totally clicked off of it. Bunch of people saying hello and Dizzle and hello and hello. And here we go. There's Bone Tired Travelers. Hey girl, welcome into the chat. It's foodie time. Good morning, Miss Fenice. When Denise becomes Fenice is when she puts on that hat, y'all. And then she's just like, yeah. Then Fenice has arrived. Okay. Oh my gosh. Blessed to Crochet. Thank you. I saw you said that you shared my chat. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. I did something really crazy the other day. I was watching this guy. This is a YouTube note for y'all. I was watching this guy talking about YouTube yesterday. And he was saying that people who have thumbnails that are not getting much attention and not getting any likes, it's because they need to change their thumbnail. So I started looking at some of my old thumbnails, and they're kind of blasé, so I decided one of my thumbnails I started changing the thumbnails for the chats. And unfortunately, the one I changed it to, I didn't like. Then I had to go back and change it again. So I must have changed that thumbnail at least 3 times, y'all. And finally got it to where I thought it was a little chat. All of a sudden got 20 views. I don't know if that's because YouTube saw it as a change or because the thumbnail was that much better. Now I'm curious. I'm gonna have to go through. Has anybody else done that? Changed their thumbnails after the fact? Like maybe you put, or am I the first one who really experimented with this? I did. I'm going to experiment with a few more. I think I'm going to go back to some of my old videos and change the thumbnails, kind of update them, refresh them, see what happens, because that was interesting. Yeah, it was like 20 more. I mean, it went from like 73. It was a chat that had 73 views. How is that? I don't know. So maybe YouTube showed it to more people. Hey, Coca-Cola. Welcome in, Zach. I'm just like clicking on stuff, just clicking. Denise says, head to my daughters to see the baby. Oh, there's nothing better than going to see. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. How we cruise. Julie says, hey. Hey, hi, Vicky and all. It's today, but got you playing in the background while I get ready. Oh, well, girl, definitely. Thank you for coming in. I always joke with everybody, but it's not really a joke. I love lurkers because you guys go that extra mile to go in here and Say hello to everybody and join our chat. Even though you have work to do, stuff you got to get done, I appreciate y'all. So thank you, Julie. And I'm excited for y'all getting ready to leave on your cruise. Julie, I actually thought about your cruise for a minute, but then my husband decided to go on the MSC cruise. So we're going about a couple weeks after y'all are going. So there you go. But anything is possible. He is from Brooklyn, but we have never taken a cruise out of Brooklyn before. As you might have noticed, I have rode the path and all of those different trains. Yeah, I have done that all. Because I always insist on, when I go to a new place, I want to try out the local stuff. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I prefer seeing the local stuff. So even in New York, I told him, and he looked at me like, okay. He did it his whole life. So sure, we'll ride this up. That's exactly how he looked. Anyway, the Bud Files. Hello, Sue. Welcome in. Morning. Bringing in the sunshine, girl. We got a lot of sunshine today. Everybody's got the heat. I don't know what the temperature is going to get up to, but we have to go out and test the concrete before we take, Juan out, because we don't want him to fry his little paws. And I know they have footies for dogs, which is hilarious. But we haven't bought paw shoes. Anyway, dear niece, Sue, they're picking on Denise about her hitting a deer. Now they call her dear niece. She didn't mean to hit the deer. It's just one of them things. Happens, okay? Anyway, it does happen. Blessed Crochet says, I can't stay long. Have to go to a doctor's appointment with my husband. Everyone have an awesome day. Thank you for coming, though, Blessed. And thank you again for appreciate that. That's one of the nicest things you can do is share some. And people, have you guys seen? Okay, I haven't seen Nightbot come in. Maybe it came in. Somebody type hashtag Nightbot is working. I hope I'm not having a Sea Lake Journeys moment. Because my internet is going slow. Oh my goodness, Jeremy. Cheryl's Cruise Adventures. Good morning. I don't know if this is Jeremy or Cheryl, but I have a feeling it's Jeremy. I don't know. I told y'all this, but I joined J&S Cruise Adventures long before I knew who Jeremy and Cheryl were. I mean, I had seen some of their stuff because I was hanging out, stalking Eddie at the time. And Cruise Adventures, and that's how I met Jeremy and Cheryl. That was them. How we cruise says T-minus 19 days. Carnival Sunrise. And I heard you say you love the Carnival Sunrise because it used to be the Triumph, but you love that particular ship. So I know that's going to. So how are you guys taking the whole Carnival thing? Watching something with Comps. What is that guy's name? Comps. I don't know, but the guy talked about the casino, a letter that came where they were explaining that the casino rewards are not going to change. Because even though they say they're not going to change, that doesn't necessarily mean the officers are going to get less or more. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm just glad that I'm going to have an opportunity to use the casino on Carnival and find out if I can get some offers, y'all. Blessed to Crochet Foodies. I will keep you running in the background. Oh, thank you. Whenever somebody says, I'll keep you running, okay, thank you. Hey, Jan. Oh, man. So everybody's saying hello. There's Mr. Ron, Barry Brain, in a meeting, but running this in the background. Ron. Okay. You're allowed to call me Mushy one more time. Girl before she left. Thank you for Typebot. I appreciate that because I didn't know if it was going to work or not. Okay. I'm clicking, but it's not clicking. Okay. How we cruise. It's with Sharon at Sea also, joint group. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, didn't know. Well, I probably did know that. I do remember you mentioning Sharon at Sea. I didn't realize though it was a joint group. So, Danny, hi Ron. In my quiet voice, we gotta whisper because Ron isn't supposed to be on the phone. Savage Batman, Morning Gotham, President Vicky. Yay, President Vicky. It sounds so good. Batman. Holy Batman. It's New York right now, right? Hot in New York, hot in New Jersey. It's hot. Holy Batman. Yeah. Oh, look who's here. Whoop, whoop. Good morning, Scotty J. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm about 20 minutes behind in the chat, y'all. Oh my gosh, I got to push it, y'all. But Scotty, I saw your message and I'm laughing. It was a shipmate message. I Liz added me. I don't know the shipmate thing. I don't totally get it, but anyway, welcome in, Scotty. Zach, I didn't get one, Mrs. Vicky. Dude, I sent it. It's like, like I said, it's spun for quite some time and I don't think it completed. I think it got some of the people. So I'm going to have to do it again. I'm going to try and do it like 3 times. Maybe I'll just make a list and mark it off because, I don't know what happened. Anyway. Lori's in the house. I'm clicking. It's not showing. Show. Okay. Good morning, all. Lori, welcome into the chat. Are you done? She's dotting. That's diamond art. I'm beginning to learn the techniques. Well, not the techniques, but the specific language of diamond art. So I haven't found any diamond art yet, by the way, Denise. The only ones I've seen were in Myers, and they were kitty ones, which I guess I'm going to have to start on because I don't know what I'm doing. But they have like ponies, like big ponies and stuff like that. I don't know. So I made one of those just to kind of get an idea of what it's like. Savage Batman's asking how Josie's doing. Ryan says, I am Ryan, PKAT, and Sipmate. If anyone wants to connect and we are not already connected. Well, if you're in Messenger, you can connect with people by Messenger. But like I said, don't try to do a bunch of at the same time. It doesn't work. Kathy Mills, good morning, Kathy. Welcome into the chat, my friend. And then JJ says she uses InShot. That's Jan. So there you go, Josiane. There's somebody who uses InShot. Cruising is fun anytime Cheryl. She says, hey, they're beautiful. Girl, you was wearing that red dress, girl. Lady in Red. That's what I was thinking when that's the song that went through my head when I saw you, Lady in Red. Yeah. So there you go. But girl, Cheryl can wear some red, girl. you had the Scarlet Night, or I'll call it the Scarlet Day look. Okay, it was a day version of Scarlet Night. So there you go. I think here we go. I only use CapCut for shorts and don't pay for it. Heard of it? I've seen the app. I've not used it yet. I use CapCut for YouTube. Okay. And then T says, yeah, your video audio is cutting in and out. I know. And my internet is cutting in and out. Don't I? This has been a problem now. And I had been telling my husband, but he just, he's happy because the TV's playing. As long as the TV isn't buffering, he's okay. But it seems like our internet, or see, the internet is downstairs in his man cave. So up here in the office, occasionally I have no internet and an extender, but you see how well that's working out. Maybe I need to reboot the extender. That's probably what's going on. I mean, I turned off everything, y'all. Oh, okay. I didn't turn off this. Okay, I may have accidentally turned it on by trying to turn it off. I don't have my phone on the whatever it goes to when it's not on. And it's still, I've got the PC to cut off. Maybe that'll help a little bit because it cannot handle more than one device right now. I don't know what's going on. It's just so crazy. Happens too often to us, LOL, Julie says. And Bree and I argue saying, I know. What is I don't know what to say about it. I supposed to have been when we got this underground internet cable situation, it was supposed to go faster. And ain't happening, y'all. Nothing's going faster. In fact, I'm lucky when things are going. It's kind of irritating because, like I said, when you really need it the most, it doesn't show up. Denise says, "Okay, headed out. I'm listening to Ing." I don't know what Ing is. You're in and out, Vicky. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna probably end up cutting this early. I might try and reboot my situation here, but I'm sorry that it's cutting in and out because I'm not really sure how to fix this problem. By the way, no, I don't. Oh, Jan, she's asking, do you use the InShot? Yes, she does. She uses it for YouTube, I think. For shorts, she said. Live with Tanisha Aryan, listening as I work, have quite a bit of work stuff, but I'm listening. Well, the people who are listening probably have not noticed that I'm going in and out. So there you go. At least half of y'all are kind of getting part of this. Okay, Danny says, doing good on a little vacation, headed in South Carolina yesterday until Friday, then going back home. Well, I'm glad you're having a vacation, Danny. You work, girl. Travel, yes, we see. Welcome into the chat, artists. But welcome in. Ryan says, you liked my beef Weddington pun. I really did, because I did giggle. It was where, well done. Oh, dear. I want to egg on Jeremy. Oh, they're silly. I didn't say anything, y'all. Okay. I don't. You may have been talking to somebody else. I just seem to think that for some reason that had to do with me, but who knows? What's your link? Want to confirm I have you on YouTube. T's talking to Jan of Jan Adventures, JJ Adventures, I mean. Kayla Boo, welcome in, Kayla Boo. Good morning. Good morning, Kayla. How are you doing? You know, Kayla, a lot of people, by the way, my daughter's name is Kayla, my oldest daughter. But Kayla, if you want to share your link, please type hashtag W, okay? I think so. Yeah, T says type hashtag grow. No, Jan says T type hashtag grow so your link will be dropped. Good job. Oh, got you now. Okay, it happens. You know, a lot of we think we've got somebody's channel and then we've got somebody's channel that has the same name. That has happened to me a couple times. So I know that can happen. Yeah. Please remember to click the like button. I appreciate y'all. Okay. I change my thumbnails sometimes. Okay, well, good. I'm just seeing out there doing extra work. The thumbnail situation is very important. Obviously, if people are not attracted to your thumbnail, then you're not going to get a view at all. That's how that works. You know, and considering how important thumbnails are, because it's a visual thing. I mean, considering how important thumbnails are on YouTube, you would think more people about thumbnails. I mean, I see all the time reasons why you're not getting many views or this or that, but it does, you know, you have to go in at like 2 minutes before you realize it's your thumbnail, dummy. Just turn your change your thumbnail. Oh my God, Jen says, girl, let me tell y'all the easy way to do a thumbnail is go to Canva, canva.com. And then there's a section there in there that says YouTube thumbnails. After that, it's just a matter of click, click, and click, and click, click, click. That's how most of us learn how to make thumbnails. Canva is really easy. So, and everything is in there. They got videos. They got, you can make a lot of stuff from Canva. I know all the things you can do with Canva. I'm going to have to find. Would be nice if somebody did that and give us some thumbnail ideas. Yes, thumbnails make a difference. Girl, they have the whole thing. When you think about it, the thumbnail is the most important thing because that is what you see in the video. So in my mind, the thumbnail is probably the most important part of your creation, because without them, like, doesn't matter how much time you spend editing if nobody ever clicks your thumbnail. LOL, but man, finding the time. Well, you know, they say you should make your thumbnail before your video. Have I done that? I think maybe once. I use Canva for thumbnails. Yeah, everybody seems to use Canva for that. T was telling us that. And it's because it's easy. It's just, there's already a template there for YouTube thumbnails. Jan, one day I will learn about Canva. It's not that hard. I thought it was gonna be hard, and then I went in there and found out it wasn't that hard. Lucy, hey girl, welcome to the chat. Hello, Foodie, bringing in a unicorn, a heart, and a rainbow. Yeah, go. So thank you for coming in. Sorry that we're going in and out. I got to figure out some way to fix this freaking internet situation because, well, I need internet. And I might have to just go on and buy like the was it T-Mobile, something or other mobile thing that works. Uh, put it up here in my office because, at some point you just really get irritated. How we cruise says always prefer local, anywhere and everywhere, immerse yourself. And then a green heart, or no, that's a blue heart. Thank you, Julie. Oh, funny. Speaking of blue heart. Wow, you came in right on time, Blue Heart. Blue Heart Mix Vlog. Hello, Paul. Hello. From the Philippines. Hey, do you speak Tagalog? Probably so. You know what? I've done that. Salamat po. I used to live in the Philippines many, many years ago when I was 17, y'all, when I was a teenager. Causing trouble. Welcome, Blue Heart, but causing trouble in the Philippines. That was me. Travel, yes, we see. Munching on huevos rancheros on CCL Valor in the Gulf of travel, yes, we see. You know what? I'm going to get on the Valor because it's not that far away from my house. I keep saying that, it's like, it's not that far away. We could drive down there. When I say we can drive there, I can only drive 2 hours and then I fall asleep. Jorge does not trust me to drive more than 2 hours. And which brings us to the fact that I did not change the banner, y'all. Hello. Okay, I'm going to change the banner. I wonder if I took out the green screen, do you think that my internet wouldn't have as much trouble today? Somebody answer that question. That's a little bit technical. Am I pushing my internet too hard right now? Is that what's going on? Because I can believe that's what's going on. It's a possibility. But yeah, so the Valor seems like a pretty good way to start for my carnival casino adventure. Love Blue Iguana. Oh, okay. I think that's on Carnival, right? You guys, I don't know, but it sounds like a coffee place, maybe. No, maybe a Mexican restaurant. Anyway, I'm down for both. Thank you for the hello, Blue Heart. She said, hello, travel. You know what? We're mostly travel in here. Blue Heart also have supporters. Linda. Linda Toman creates. Good morning, all. Linda's working on some greeting cards for me. The Toman collection. She's working on original handcrafted greeting cards for when I hit 1,000, which, guys, could happen. It could happen. My 8:30 then to worry about my watch time hours, which aren't even close yet. In the 2000s, but it's just not. It's just, yeah. Consider I come on every day, you would think I would have more watch hours than I do. Excited about the greeting card. Cannot wait to see them. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Linda. So Howie Cruz says, hey, Janice, love the red. Good show this morning. I know. It was a really good show. And you guys look so nice in red. I really appreciate you doing something a little bit different. Every once in a while, it's nice. Okay. So I'm doing Manjaro on my other channel, you guys. And in case you're wondering how it's going today, Denise, I got into my jeans. Yes. Now, honestly, I'm just excited that my glucose is under 100 right now. Okay, but I got into my jeans and that was pretty exciting, y'all. I mean, I can barely move. I won't lie. Ask me if I care. I can barely move, but I'm in my jeans and that's all that matters to me, you know. Anyway, so everybody else, Savage Batman says, "Hey Scott, how are the cruise ports in Gotham?" Oh, and Denise is saying my shipmate is bone tired. Denise. Oh, okay. But you know what? I've got you on Messenger, so I'm going to send you one through Messenger because that's the only way I know how to do it so far. R&B roaming. Hi, B. How are you doing? Welcome into the chat. Please share your link by typing hashtag grow, and Nightbot will show everybody how to connect to you. Thank you, dear. Welcome in. Angie. Hey, y'all. Welcome, Angie. How are you doing today? Whatever floats your boat. Welcome into the chat, my friend. So Angie, yeah, I tell you, puncture in the fat, it really does go a lot better. We have been talking about, does it hurt? Does it not hurt? You know, whatever. I'm only on 2.5, and 2.5 is like the beginning shot. And I'm going to stay on 2.5 as long as I can because, like I said, I'm more concerned about the blood sugar situation. And as long as it's lower, I'm happy. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But if you're interested in following that, the Foodies food link is in here in the chat. Nightbot. Virtual background. I hate getting rid of my virtual background, but you know, gotta do it if it's gonna help. Hopefully it's gonna help. Uh-oh, it didn't go. Look, I thought I was doing something, y'all. I hit settings. Okay, I hit virtual background. I said, I have a green screen, take it out. It did. Oh, okay, it took out the green screen. See this crazy green thing going on in the background. And let's see if that helps. Okay, hopefully it matters. Look, it's showing me that my internet is low. I don't think that it's helping. How crazy is this? Okay. Lucy's giving me the unicorn. Hey, thank you. It's not. Reset it completely. I mean, it hasn't stopped, Lori. It's just really, really slow. Don't be sorry, not your fault. Thank you for the thank what's gonna happen. I mean, I'm gonna refresh. I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens. I mean now. Bye-bye, y'all. But hold on for a second. Reload. Now that was weird. Although we did come in with a little more power. So you guys, I'm going to end up getting off of here because this is driving me crazy and I can't figure out how to fix it. And I hate that we keep going in and out. But before I go, everybody in here needs to type hashtag grow that's trying to grow their channel so that we can see your links and connect to you if we haven't always. There's a lot of new people in here. I'm looking down the list. I see, and welcome you guys. I see Camille. Welcome. A few other people in here. So everybody, SFA, SFA. Oh, he's doing more. Far from the bottom. You guys are so nice. So I'm going to stop trying to read the comments. I want you guys to connect to each other. I want you to be able to grow because that's the whole point of me doing this chat. Meanwhile, also down below is the 20 unmatched, unhearted. There's a lot of uns in it. I'm sort of thinking all I'm I know, right? I haven't ended the stream yet. I'm trying to find out if what I did was the um, I unplugged the computer to see if I needed to do something. Uh, I noticed that my TV was having problems too, so I unplugged the TV. I unplugged everything that's plugged into that plug. I mean that six plug by unplugging the six plug, and it seems to be doing a lot better. Oddly enough, crazy, crazy, crazy. So I'm gonna fully test it now. I have a green screen. Thank you. Let's see what happens. Okay, so far it looks like it's still acting crazy. It's starting a little bit. I will have this figured out by tomorrow, though. You guys might see me pop in and out all day today. I tell you, if other things are pulling at your bandwidth, just turned off everything. I turned off my light. That's why it's dark. Still lagging, I know. So I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to go downstairs and reboot and see if I can test it again. See if rebooting helps. As I was afraid to reboot. Well, to reboot, you guys, to reboot this router, I have to go all the way to the basement, unplug it for 2 minutes or 20 seconds or however long that is, and then go back. So that was not something I really wanted to do during the stream. Is it way better now? Because it's saying that it's only this much internet left, like a little tick, tick. And Angie says she's still lagging. Okay. So I'm in the stream, and then I'm going to go into what I'm going to call the test stream. I'm going to run down, reboot, test it, and see if it works again, because I want to get this fixed before tomorrow. Nothing more irritating than having 30 people on your live stream, and then all of a sudden it starts buffering. Only me. So anyway, so I'm in the stream and start over. Plus, I'm quiet on my dog. He's losing his mind out there. Okay, I'll be back in a pop-up.